What's up, guys? Welcome to Craig Crypto. We got some bearish articles here, some news articles to share with you today, and another one is just kind of crazy, kind of interesting. It's bearish for Coinbase, but we'll get into that. And we're also going to jump into the charts, and I'm going to give you the pattern that I was telling you about in the last video a few days ago. We have hit the price target of that to the exact dollar, exactly as I have predicted. So hopefully some of you guys took that trade. I know I sure did. And also look at the charts and kind of tell you guys if I see anything that could play out, some support and resistance, maybe some new patterns. So you're not going to want to miss that. Please subscribe to my channel if you like these videos and smash up that like button. Let's jump into it here on Market Watch, marketwatch.com. The billionaire Winklevoss twins to lay off 10% of their Gemini employees, blaming the crypto winter or the bear market. Now, these guys were into Bitcoin really early and made billions and billions of dollars, and they have announced they own Gemini Trust, their exchange and custodian Gemini Trust. 10% of their jobs would be eliminated. So that's pretty crazy. You know, I'm guessing it's because of lack of volume, lack of trading, lack of investing, all kind of things like that because of the crypto bear market right now. And Bitcoin price has gone down quite a bit, so they don't need as many people working. And also, I just thought it was crazy because it says they have lost around 40% of their fortunes this year, according to a report by Bloomberg last month. That is just crazy to me that they wouldn't be a little bit smarter than that, that they would have, you know, maybe got out towards the top, that they would have put their money in stable coins, maybe had it in other investments so they wouldn't quite lose 40%. I mean, Bitcoin's down, what, over 50%? So, I mean, they probably just held on to all their Bitcoin, all their crypto that they got at sub $1 or in the dollars or whatever they bought it at to become billionaires. But I just kind of think that's crazy that they lost 40% of their fortunes. They were worth about 3.7 billion each as of June 2nd. So just ridiculous that they lost that much, and they're laying off 10% of their employees. I mean, I don't know if they got 100 employees or laying off 10, or if they got 1,000 and they're laying off 100 employees. So just pretty ridiculous. This next article isn't really bearish for the market, but it's bearish for Coinbase. FTX surpassed Coinbase as the second biggest centralized crypto exchange in May. Coinbase is not the number 2 anymore. Now, of course, Binance is number 1 right here of 64%, followed by FTX 10.8% and Coinbase 9.6%. So Coinbase is like a percent below FTX now. They're number 3. It's just crazy to me too, because I always think of Coinbase, you know, as a number 1, even though they're not, of course, Binance is, but they've just been around for so long, and just, you know, I think they used to be one of the first, number 1, something like that. And, you know, Binance has really just taken off and just gone crazy in the last few years, of course, with international buying and Binance US and stuff like that. They're just kind of facing some struggles, and look at that, falling on the stock market by 36%. It's all just based off the Bitcoin price. So, of course, this is going to happen with how much crypto they own, you know, how much trading is going on, how much they make in fees. I mean, you're going to expect this in the bear market for Coinbase and most exchanges. You can see their valuation here has been going down since probably whenever this is. I'm sure that's like, you know, when Bitcoin was at all-time highs and stuff like that. The volumes have increased in May, the crypto trading volumes, but, you know, I'm guessing that's a bunch of selling. So technically Coinbase would be seeing more volume, more fees from selling, but they own so much Bitcoin, and, you know, just, I'm guessing that's why their valuation's gone down quite a bit. But they are not the number 2 anymore. It's FTX, and I've never used FTX. I'm gonna have to check it out. I've just never. I got like 10 crypto wallets, used 10 different exchanges, but I've just never checked it out. I'm gonna have to. This next news article is very important because it's the first indictment or arrest of insider trading of digital assets. The government's first case alleging insider trading of digital assets, the Justice Department said. And it comes from an employee of OpenSeas being arrested with NFT insider trading. And why I think this is a massive deal is because there's rumors that lots of people that work for or higher ups in OpenSeas were doing this and making millions and millions of dollars, and OpenSeas is just super corrupt. So could this open the door? Is this guy going to be an informant on a bunch of other people that work there. Time will tell. The whole marketplace could just come crashing down, making room for other NFT exchanges to jump up to the #1 spot. And geez, they're 40 billion market values. That's just a giant company now. But they're alleging this guy laundered at least 45 NFTs in 2021, each time selling them for 2 to 5 times what he had just paid for them. Wow, that is just crazy. And I think he was like a higher up manager, I was reading in another article. Let me see here. No, it doesn't say on this one. So, I mean, it's not just like some low-level hourly employee. This guy was like a pretty high-up guy or manager. So we'll see what happens with that, guys. We'll get rid of these articles, and we're going to dive into the charts here on TradingView, the 4-hour. As I was telling you guys a few days ago in my previous video, we had this descending triangle forming right here. Bam, you can see right there. And I was telling you guys, we're going to take a conservative estimate for the target, something like this, because technically, the beginning of the triangle is back here, but this was kind of the first dump after the terror crash and all that. So we kind of had to recover here, and we're bouncing between support and resistance. So I was taking it like there, conservative price target. We broke out right there, guys. Look at that. We met it almost to the exact dollar at about 32,200, and we went all the way up to 32,400. I set some take profits in like this range here, 32,000. So it was a great trade, guys. And I was kind of worried because, I mean, just this 4-hourly candle here, we like shot up. And I was like, oh, man, I kind of missed my entry, but got an entry around here. And it did play out. And it went up to the price target exactly as I predicted in my previous video, guys. And I almost thought we were going to break down here because we had some candles almost closing below, but we did not close below the descending triangle pattern. So congratulations to everybody that traded that or messed around with that, maybe shorted it up here. And I actually did get into a short here, guys. I got into a short right around here. We started hitting some resistance, got out. I actually got out like up here, so made a little bit off that trade too. And what I thought was interesting is right here, we have technically for the short term confirmed support still on this breakout. So we're now using this. We bounced straight off of it as support. So could we go back up and, maybe reach an even higher price target up here, guys? And then maybe come down and just confirm that we're on our way up, something like this, another channel. Just in the short term, obviously it's still running quite a bit lower. We're in the bear market, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get up to the upper 30 range. And that brings me into my next thing here. We're going to look up the VPVR, Visible Range Volume Profile. This is the traded volume at specific price ranges, guys. We're going to jump on the daily here. Let's see. We'll expand here. All right, guys. As you can see here on the daily, the visible range, we have some major volume coming in here. There we go, that's better. We have some major trading volume coming in here, which acts as support, coming right down to like, what do we hit, 28.5, something like that. So if we break below this, if we come down like this, below this range here, I think we're just gonna head down quite a bit lower. And as you can see, we kind of have this pocket here. So we could, easily see a pump up to test this level at like 38,000, and I do not think we're going to break through this trading range here. We're not going to break through 40 in the bear market here. I think we're going to, come up and then head back down. Probably break through this if we don't break through it now right away, and then we're going to head down to 20 or so. But it's interesting that there is quite a bit of volume at this range acting as support, guys. And let's check out the Bollinger Bands, because this kind of like on the 4-hour here, I was looking at this during my trade. We were, blasting up towards the top of the Bollinger Bands here. And then we kind of came back down and tested them there. And that's also where we got some support in, guys. So this is kind of acting as support, the top of this descending triangle right here. And we also had the bottom of the Bollinger Bands on the 4-hour here acting as support. And we kind of, we didn't go above them, but we were kind of testing them right there, and we just came back down. But honestly, guys, it all just has to do with the stock market. If we compare it to the NASDAQ here, you can see obviously that the NASDAQ has been going down like crazy. It's going sideways just like Bitcoin. And then right here, I mean, you can see that we had a pump. This should actually be, the scale's just a little messed up. You know, this pump should be this right here, but you can kind of see it. It's just kind of, even today, it's just following the NASDAQ, following the stock market, this whole dump. And I'm going to make a video about that, kind of saying like, maybe, you know, the Bitcoin 4-year cycle is obviously a big deal thing. It affects the price, but maybe we're just, you know, we saw that giant collapse because the stock market collapsed, went down quite a bit. And also we saw the Terra collapse, which is one of the biggest things that's ever happened in crypto. So, I'm gonna make a pretty nice video about all that. If you're subscribed to my channel, you can check that out in the next week here. I guess that's all I got for you guys. The only kind of pattern I see here that could possibly play out now in the short term is like a head and shoulders pattern, which is a bearish pattern. If we see something like this form, this would be the neckline. And if we break that, guys, we're going to see it go down to low 20s here. Say we break down after the last shoulder forms, you know, something like that. We're going to see it go down to like 25,000. So that's all I really see in the short term here. I mean, I'd like to get, you know, a higher low put in here so we can start doing something like this and see like a channel form or some other pattern form before we do any other trades here. And what else is I going to show you guys? That's about it. I mean, we did flip the 4-hour EMA ribbon bullish right here. So we'll see what happens with that, but I don't think we've even flipped the 8-hour. Yeah, we're not even back above that. So nothing to get excited about there, guys. That's all I got for you. Please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.